Streaming of Just Cause 4. And I don't know if any of you have kept up with the goings-on of Just Cause 4, but when it was released with a lot of problems. A lot of problems. And one of those problems was a motion blur that was nauseating and very, very difficult to play because you couldn't really see what was going on. Now, right now, I've got the motion blur new setting enabled to where I can change the motion blur and make it look a lot better. But what I want to do is I want to show you what the motion blur used to look like without the patch. Now, the patch did not fix some of the graphical problems with the game, such as texture pop-in. It might be slightly better than it was before, but the game still does look pretty bad in some areas. It's pretty embarrassing for a game of this caliber to have these kind of issues. But with that being said, I am very appreciative of the fact that Avalanche Studios listened to our complaints, and they decided to make a patch relatively quickly. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and show you what this looks like with the motion blur all the way up. And I'll show you how downright awful it looks. As I pan the camera, that blur is just nauseating. And it has a dizzying effect, and when you're doing fast motion and you're running around and you're really in the action of the game, the motion blur is just super distracting, and it's really just kind of a pain in the ass to deal with, and it kind of impinges on the enjoyment of the game. It really brings the game down in a lot of ways. I'm gonna try to show you what it looks like in a car. And I'll kind of show you how bad this motion blur really is. I mean, as you can see, I'm just barely even turning the car left and right, and the motion blur is just ridiculous. Now, I'll show you in a second, as the action picks up, kind of what this looks like in the heat of the moment. So I'm going to exit this car, and I'm going to start causing some chaos here. So let's go ahead, start causing some destruction. Start flying around here. Now, the frame rate holds up much better than Just Cause 3, which had numerous patches, and none of them really fixed the issue, the core issue of that frame rate. This stays at a pretty solid 30 frames per second, dipping, to 29, 28 occasionally, but, for the most part, it runs pretty smooth. But as you can see, this is just nauseatingly bad. With the motion blur, it's distracting. It really gets in the way of enjoying the game. You can't really see what you're doing. It's just not good. But yeah, the frame rate holds up pretty well, and I will recommend in the drop down here somewhere the Digital Foundry video. They go into the frame rate, and they show how stable it actually is. It's not a bad frame rate at all. Holds up pretty well. Now I will say, during some of the tornado scenes, it can get pretty choppy. But general stuff like this. Let's actually blow this thing up, and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. I mean, it's holding up pretty well. I mean, I'm moving around quite a bit. Frame rate's holding up pretty well. I'm swinging around now, but as you can see, that motion blur is just distracting. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go and turn that motion blur back down now that we have that new toggle down here. I had it on 70 earlier. I'm going to move it back down to 70. I might even do 65 just to show you the real difference, what we're dealing with here. As you can see, that motion blur is much, much better. And I'll kind of fly around here and show you that you can kind of see what's going on as I pan the camera. And as I kind of fly down, and we'll actually cause a little bit of destruction and mayhem here. Run like that, you can see what's going on. Let's fly down here. You can just see what you're doing a lot easier, and it makes the game so much more enjoyable. So let's do a kind of a really quick kind of comparison. We'll look directly over here at that forest. As you can see, I can see the detail of what's going on. Now if I go in here, I go down to gameplay, motion blur, oop, want vibration on. We're going to bring it all the way back up. Now as you can see, the motion blur is just awful. No detail, you can't see anything that's going on, and it just looks bad. So that's kind of what that looks like with that motion blur toggle not enabled. It just looks bad. You know, as you can see, the red tank there just loses all detail. Now we'll go back in, and you can actually turn the motion blur off. It does allow you to do that. I won't recommend that because you do want some motion blur, or else you're going to get some judder. As you can see, there's a lot of judder, absolutely no motion blur. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that. Doom, the 2016 Doom also has the option to turn motion blur completely off. Almost stop motion look to it. It just looks kind of crappy. So I motion blur. So let's go back and put it at that preferred setting. I'm going to go back up to 70. I think that's a very reasonable number for the motion blur. It's very stays at a good clip at 70. So we're going to keep it at 70. Oh, we got to turn it back on first. Motion blur on 70, and the game just looks a hell of a lot better. Just runs better. It's smoother. You can see detail. You know what's going on. Let's get some weapons here. Let's see here. Go over here and blow this thing up here. Oh. I mean, I'm looking through down the sights here. I can see what I'm doing. I can see what I'm aiming at. And it just looks a hell of a lot better with that motion blur toggle. So I'm going to kind of play around here. You guys feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to like. This is actually my first stream, so this is new to me, and I am just kind of testing the waters, talking about topics and things I like, and hope you guys do too. You know, I love gaming. I love talking about gaming, and I figured why not try my luck and my time investment in doing this. So I hope you guys like this, and no pressure to subscribe or like. This is simply just to see what I can do with this. But if you'd like to, it'd be much appreciated. And I'm just going to leave the stream running here and go a bit more silent as we go through the island of Solis and cause a little mayhem. Thanks, guys.
You're really making me hungry.
I'm getting out of here.
Oh. And, yeah, Rico's health in this game is ridiculous. He can withstand a lot of damage in this game and kind of come away unscathed. And, it's still a lot of fun, though. It's just not a whole lot of challenge. This isn't a game where, challenge is, #1 priority. You know, this is a game where you're overpowered, to say the least, and just have fun in the sandbox of a Just Cause game. So let's take a look at the map. I want to see. Let's try this. Let's try I want to check out a cutscene because it did say in the patch notes they did patch the cutscenes and made them look a little better. For those of you who have bought the game or rented the game and played it, the cutscenes just look downright terrible. When you're watching the cutscene, the shadows were all off. The graphics look terrible. So let's hope that the cutscenes fare better. Let's see what we got here. And thanks again, guys, who have tuned in. We appreciate the support.
Hey, go sober up Charlie. Get him working on some new pages with the frogs. Hey, look at you, you handsome devil. Garland King, you've heard
I will
of me.
say it looks a little better.
I've heard you can help the army of chaos.
It still has that weird kind of dark
Rico. I love everything
tinge,
about you, man.
um,
The look,
where it goes
the
from bright to
swagger,
dark
the leather.
real quickly in a
You're an
weird way.
artist, my
But
friend. The Da Vinci of violence.
it does look better.
Which is why I need you for this picture.
I don't see what that has to do
We'll
with
work out the details later. Hey, you see that barely floating
Yeah,
rust
Rico's
bucket
beard
there? I need
before
it
the
to
patch
careen
was
through the
awful
water.
looking.
My stuntmen,
Had like a
bless their
white,
square jaws.
glowy
They can take a left hook,
tint
but,
to it. That's gone.
They lack
So
the
that's
touch
good.
of a true artiste. So here, you take these, and I want you
And
to details. Just plant them on the rust bucket and send that baby straight to the great dry dock in the sky.
Now, this is classic Just Cause right here. I like that they incorporate this kind of humor because
Are you in?
you gotta have this crazy,
Perfect.
this
We'll
crazy
get your agent a
shit
copy of the contract.
in a Just Cause
You don't
game.
have an agent. We'll get you an agent. We're gonna do amazing things together, doll.
Okay.
Hey, Charlie! Fuck your story, all right? You know, that's the old way. We're gonna do something that's never been...
Yeah, it looks better. I will say it does look slightly better. And I really think that they're going to continue to patch the game. You know, the problem with Just Cause 3 was that they just couldn't get that frame rate to work. But they kept trying. You know, they kept trying to fix it. And, you know, you gotta give it to them for trying. I was angry about it, but you gotta... Alright, let's see. Gotta go to loadout C. We're going to go edit loadout. Add boosters to the tap column so that it activates when tapping up on the D-pad. Okay, equip a booster with the high boost force on tap here. Okay. Do high. And we're going to tap that. Go to C. Okay. Got a booster. Try the boosters on Garland's rust bucket. Okay. So, aim at the marked area. Hold L1. And release. Okay. Alright. See what this does, guys. Not the most exciting thing, but I see the potential. Oh. Alright. Well,
Hey, and that's our cue. Climb
those
aboard,
could be
Rico. Out of here, people. Let's
a lot of
move.
fun. They had some similar things like that in Just Cause 3 that were a lot of fun to use and experiment with. In this game, in the Just Cause series itself is about experimentation with the physics. That's what makes these games fun. The story, to say the least, is not where this game is.
Let's roll.
Strong suit is. I'm not going to use that car. I gotta get in this car. Or I follow her. Okay, there we go.
Well, Rico, looks like you're my star
yeah.
and my bodyguard.
The story has never been Just
I
Cause
haven't
strong
agreed to
suit.
anything.
I
got a
almost
lot
wish
of
this game was a bit
expensive
more
equipment in his
ridiculous than it
vans.
is.
Don't let 'em wreck us.
Missions like this are still pretty fun.
I came here to shoot my next picture. My magnum opus.
These are our dudes,
Oh.
I think. Nope, they're not.
Yeah.
It looks like a paradise, but everywhere you go, it's permits. And they only give you permits if you're Espinosa Telecom.
This does here.
And by the way, I'm not Espinosa Telecom. They got this place locked down tighter than a clam's ass at high tide. I love Solis.
Alright, let's see what we got
Why
here,
are they always
guys.
putting things in the road? Move! Wish I had a DP in the car. You're doing beautiful work. You blow stuff up for a living. Most guys just pretend to do it and let the effects department handle the rest.
Let's try something here.
Not you and me, Rico. We're a pair. Stick with me,
Alrighty.
kid. Starring in my picture will make
But yeah, the game
you
looks
huge.
remarkably
Where are we
better.
going?
I'm headed to the
For
next
those of
ship.
you
You're
who've just
gonna
come
fake
into
my
the
You
broadcast
just
here,
made, and I'm already faking your death.
I've got the setting on
Be a sport,
70
sport. You're
on
almost
the
ready for the day.
toggle for the motion blur, so yeah, a lot better. Uh oh, doesn't look good.
Take my van. Get the Black Hand's attention.
Okay.
Damn it. Guess I better find a Black Hand outpost.
Alright, gonna drive the van.
Lure him away, then wreck the van.
Oh, it's got a booster
Make
on
it
it.
look like I
Alright.
died in a big explosion. That's how I always wanted to go.
Are you kidding?
I wouldn't kid about my
Alright,
own
let's take
death.
this sucker out.
Make it dramatic, bombastic. Should buy me a
Can't believe it
few
just
hours.
has a booster
Hasta
just
luego.
already on this thing. Guess she has a director though, so that makes a little bit of sense. So we're going over here. Lure the Black Hand away. Are they behind me? No, there's one of them. Alright. Are they still behind me?
Now to wreck this van,
Lots of
I
smoke.
guess.
Just drifting here. Yeah, they're still behind me. Alright, here we go, guys. Oh shit. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. Nitrous. Woo! There you have it, folks.
Brilliant, Rico. You're wrapped. You really gave it that
Just
Rodriguez
cause.
shine today.
So I can keep...
Listen, baby, I know you're busy. Stop by when you got time. I've got more work for you. It'll be worth
get
your
this
while.
guy out of
My
here.
people will call you. Ciao.
Shall.
Sheesh.
Heard of that one in a while. Alright, let's see. Oh, trophy. Allow me to introduce myself. Help Garland shoot her opus. Her magnum opus. Search the map for stunts and scene shoots. Helping Garland. That's pretty cool. That's good opportunity for some pretty fun gameplay. Helping Garland and her crew will earn mod points that can unlock booster mods for the grappling hook. Alright. Down with that. Yeah, this game looks remarkably better. Remarkably so. Let's see what I'm doing. That was not happening earlier. I'm gonna get rid of this thing here. Not a huge fan of the grenade launcher. I don't know why. Shotgun? Yeah. I dig that shotgun. It's pretty good stuff.
Copy. We acquire target now.
Let's do something. I want to test something out. I want to see how well the tornado looks with this patch. I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, the game, I mean, the game, when I first got it before the patch came out, it still feels like Just Cause. The controls still function right. Everything feels snappy. The grappling hook and the wingsuit still work just as well as it did in Just Cause 2. The game just kind of looks like dog shit sometimes, and that's a shame. But at least it performs well, and it's still a lot of fun. And as we all know, graphics don't make a game what it is. They can help make it pretty, and they can help immerse you more, but they don't make a game, and they can't. That sucked. They don't make a game great. They can help enhance it. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, we're gonna get in a rhythm here of Rico's snappy. They haven't fixed the lighting too well. The lighting when you go from one area to the next still looks a little weird. It has this kind of blatant, quick transition with the lighting, with the the day-night cycle thing that or the location rather, that looks very odd. Let's get in a car. Let's get in a vehicle and head over to that tornado and see if we can get picked up by it. Kind of fun, right? What in the world is going on down
Good
here?
against the Black Hand.
That's okay. They're shooting at the Twister. Or nothing. Smart AI. Oh, okay. I see what's going on over there. Well, we're gonna steal this ride. See if it can't pick us up here. Alright, here we go. It's a pretty heavy truck here. And it's gonna pick us up. Alright, we gotta jump. Jump! Whoa! And I'm still alive. Alright. That was pretty glitchy. But let's try a bit more subtle. Let's try this. Oh. But yeah, Just Cause as a series is pretty lowbrow. And I am highly aware of that. This is a game that knows what it is. It's pretty self-aware. A lot of my friends give me shit for liking these games so much, but don't really care because they're a lot of fun. And if games aren't fun, what are we doing, right? They're just, they're just schlocky action B-movies and video game incarnation, and it's great. It's still a lot of fun. Let's wingsuit over there, see what happens when we do that. Oh god. God. Alright, we are going up and around and around. We're gonna keep going up. We're gonna do the parachute so we can get over. Alright. Beat my buddy's record here. He's got 208 meters high. Oh, Lord. Now it's the wingsuit. At the top of the storm here. Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
Yeah, I have. What's this? Oh my god. Alright, now let's check it out from above. get out of that for a sec. Can I get out of it? I don't know. Straight down. Oof. Oh, hell yeah. That's Just Cause. Those kind of moments. That is what makes Just Cause cool. Call me lowbrow, call me unsophisticated. I don't really give a shit. It's cool as fuck. Alright, let's get this. Oh, there goes the frame rate a little bit. Yeah. But maybe they'll patch that too a little bit. It's only the tornado scenes that I get the frame rate, which makes plenty of sense. It's demanding a lot from the system. It's demanding a lot from the graphics and the frame rate, so I get it. But yeah, it's looking a little choppy there. Let's get picked up here. Oh! Oh my gosh. This game is such a mess. I love it. Let's do the 360s here. Alright. It is sucking up everything. Yeah, here at the end of the game, once you've beaten the game, you get to control the weather, which is just stupid and awesome. Oh, that was quick. But yeah, let's do one more thing before I end the broadcast today. Let's take one more look at blowing some shit up. Let's see how well this path really works. Now the pop-in is still there, and that's a bummer. It might have gotten slightly better, but that pop-in really looks like ass, and it's a shame. But I can deal with it. I can deal with it. It was that motion blur that really sucked. But let's do this. Now this shotgun's pretty cool. Is that a fire truck? No, it's a walking truck. Let's bring this guy in the middle of the twister. Oh my gosh. Cut it loose. Cut it loose. Yeah, it's all running pretty well. It's all functioning and the frame rate's staying pretty solid for the most part, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think I will be okay to complete this game without getting too nauseous or vomiting anymore. That's just great. Just great stuff right there. Let's take down this tower. Why not? It's a twister. No, it's a twister. That looks pretty good actually for that weather effect. I think that looks pretty decent. It's when you get a little bit choppy. Let's go ahead. Take this bad boy down. It's one of those rockets on it. Oh, you know what we should do, guys? We should take a bus over there. Just because. Just cause. Right? Yeah, when I was younger, when the first game came out... Are you not getting that? When the first game came out, the title, Just Cause, for whatever reason, I thought that meant, like, just because. Like, why would you blow that up? Just cause. It's just, you know. And then I had my friends painfully let me know that was not the case, and that it was more of a justice kind of ideology. Okay, frame rate struggling, but we're gonna see if we can do this here. Get picked up. Come on. Any rockets on this bad boy? Well, we got a little bit of air there. All right, a little bit of air, a little bit of air. Okay, we're on fire. We gotta jump. We're gonna jump. Oh god. That's pretty dope. Pretty cool. Oh, that was not good frame rate. That was not good frame rate. That's alright though. As I said before, I can live with it. As a plane. I can live with it. Alright guys, that's gonna be about it. Thanks for watching. Those 3 of you who briefly stopped by. The patch is, it works. You know, they you know, from the patch notes, and I wish I would have printed those off or read those as I was playing, but from the patch notes, they kind of did what they set out to do, and they lived up to what they said they were going to do, and that's all you can really ask for when you're looking for a patch. So the game's not flawless. The game is flawed in many respects, but it's still fun. And if you can get past the texture pop-in and the less than stellar graphics, that motion blur fix makes the game so much smoother and so much more playable. But thank you so much, guys, for dropping in and taking a look at what I've got going on here. And drop a like and subscribe. This is Umbrella Ops, signing off. Thanks, guys.